Hello my friends, and welcome on back to the wonderful world of building with Whip. We are back here in the village again today, where in the last episode we built up quite a few village houses, which was so much fun. We have a cheese maker and we have a cobbler or a shoemaker. And then outside of that one, my friends, we came all the way over here to our lovely little cliffs area where I've been doing some work outside of this video and got a lot more work done on it. We made these amazing sea cliffs the last time, and I am absolutely in love with them. And coming up here, we have added in a few trees. I've added in a few leafy blocks around the place, a rocky structure over here, and then doing a few more little bits and bobs around here, adding some grass in, adding some more coarse dirt in. And I want to quickly start this episode off by saying thank you all so very much for the support on the last episode. I was extremely nervous uploading that video, expecting the typical gaming community response to all this. And I'm very, very thankful to have such an awesome community here. So thank you all so very much for being in support of that stuff and everything there that we mentioned and talked about. And my friends, let's get on with the Minecrafting for today. Today, my friends, we're going to be working on that lovely harbor area right there behind me. I think we might need to expand the docks a little bit more because I want to build a boat in front of it. I want to build a big old trade boat over in this area that's just docking off in this area, maybe getting some of our lovely cheese and everything like that. But before we get into that one for today, I've got one thing to show you. Look at this. Whoop. One of my moderators, Trixon, is an awesome individual and saw me ranting on Twitter about how I want to have invisible armor inside the game, and well, my friends, he made a mod for it. So, with a simple keybind, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this, you can do that. It's so cool. I love it. And the best part is, you can do this! Now, Superman shenanigans aside, I brought the sand down here quite a bit more, and it's looking pretty great. Added some seagrass and kelp on top of all that stuff, and very quickly, before we start off the building for today, I've got something involving these coal ore blocks that I want to show y'all. I cannot get enough of flying around like this, so we're going to be doing this with you for a little while here. I think it's so hilarious and it's awesome. But coming over here to our quarry on the backside of the mountains, my friends, we can drop down into the lovely mines and smack it about in over here. Can we? Nope. Okay. Butt in. And drop down through my lovely redstone area and float on down here. My friends, I have been saving up ore blocks for a very, very long time. Look at all of this coal and redstone and 2.5 stacks almost of diamonds, a diamond ore there, and I'm gonna keep adding to this. My goal is eventually just to create this giant cube of all of the different types of the things that break down into other stuff. So not including the iron, and not including the gold. So it's kind of like this right here, but we got some emeralds, we got all that stuff. If you think that would be a cool time-lapse to view, and just kind of watching everything being broken down in front of us and see how many resources we can get, let me know in the comments below. Also, for some reason, my gearbox, shulker box with all of my tools in it was sitting down here, so that's good to know. Super quick stop at the gold farm to repair up the elytra, and missing our snowball. Nailing our second one, and all the piggies are mad. I do always love the sight of this. This is always very, very fun. Trying to repair up the elytra here because it was very broken. But my friends, I wanted to ask you all something. That's the reason why we're in here. Is 1.16 just released their first pre-release. Pre-release 1 just came out at the time of recording this. It came out yesterday. It's Friday right now. It came out on the Thursday. But my friends, what do you think we should do for 1.16 as far as this world goes? Do we delete the entire nether? Do we keep the nether and go explore to new areas? I want to build a brand new nether hub. Let me know what types of projects or villages or builds or things that you would like to see in the nether. What are you planning on doing? What are you most excited for? All that type of stuff. I'm looking for plenty of ideas on things to do. I've got a few of my own in here that are going to very much involve a lot of the mushrooms and things like that. I've got some very, very cool build ideas, but I want to hear from you all. What do you want to see in the new nether update? If we delete it, I'm going to miss this farm. We're already level 26. So what I would like to tackle today is, first and foremost, this is going to be a bit of a storage building. I'm thinking we can have, maybe, let's try and do this right here so we can have a 3 wide, and then when we bring this in, we can get a 3 wide right there as well, and then that gives us 2, 2, and 2. So that'll be a great entryway, and we can just have some fancy looking storage stuff. Obviously, our real storage building is that one right over there, so we don't really need to fill this with chests. Then I was thinking over in this area, we could add in some large wagons and things and just something where you could get the goods off of the boat, which our dock needs to expand a bit to make it more reasonable to use for a larger vessel. And then we can just have some things here where they could be loaded up, ready to go and travel off in the distance. Because if we're thinking about it, The big old port city's over there, but the fastest way to actually get into, say, like Papyrus or down to anywhere else is actually through this area. They wouldn't want to land all the way up there, then travel through everything and then go down. Like, this would be the quickest route. I'm thinking we start with that one. We can tackle that. I kind of want to make the base of this building just a gray andesite and stone bricky color, and then I think I might do like a granite brick roof like I have on that guy with the spruce outline. I think that might be kind of cool for this one. I've got a cool idea here in for the front archways that I want to share with y'all. And so we're kind of working on that one coming through here right now. And it's just bringing in some of these stone brick walls along the side. I've seen this used fairly recently. I can't remember by who, but I thought it was a pretty cool idea and I want to try it out here. And I think we can actually make it so that this area works out pretty well for us. As far as like shapes and everything like that, I wanted these to feel like small arches, which is really hard to achieve in Minecraft. Like at this scale that we're working at, it's hard to make like a believable arch that feels like it's only a few blocks wide. So extending this all the way around here, that should actually work out pretty well for us. Something, yeah, that's actually not too bad. I can't wait for the 116 walls where those little bits right there are going to be hidden. But outside of that, where is my spruce block? Right here, and we've got just enough trapdoors and we've got just enough doors. I think I'm going to close the doors on these because then we don't really have to spend too much time working on the interior. But we bring this up and come up 4 tall, and we come up 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we bring a little door right in there, and we bring that up 1 and 2, and then we close all of these. We get something a little bit like this. I think that looks awesome. They're very much believable doorways, and I'm thinking maybe instead of that being a spruce one right up there, let's bring in an oak trapdoor. I know I literally just said we're going to block off the thing, but now we made something to look through it, but I think those little windows right there are pretty sweet. I think that's a great way to go. Adding some slight details to this build, it's a little bit weird because it's an even length, but I think I've got something figured out that I'm enjoying so far. What I'm actually wanting to do right now, though, is coming back into this area. I want to rework this just ever so slightly. And before it was just going to be like a basic area, and I didn't have any spruce slabs on me. Grabbing a few of those guys. I want to bring that out right to here, and then we're going to bring this area out another block and add a small balcony. Because I've decided that I want to have a way up on the side here, and you can get up to a second floor where we'll have a doorway in right like in this point. And we can bring in our oak logs and just kind of fill in the area right throughout here and add these lovely guys in just like that. And then from here, we can probably pop out a window, let's say right in that one. And then this will allow us to have like an office space, I'm imagining, on the second floor. And I want to have a balcony here to where whoever it is that's managing this place will be able to come out to this point and he can walk outside, or they can walk outside and just see what the heck's going on with everything. I feel like that's probably a pretty good way to go. You can just take a quick peep outside, make sure everybody's working, doing their thing and everything like that. And it helps us just break up the roof here again, add some extra interest into it. And it doesn't just mean it's going to be a flat roof on this side. Well, actually, and that was meant to be a slab. We'll actually have a little way for them to walk outside right there. Things are starting to come together for the shape of our roof here, and I like it. So we've got on this side, we've got that one big one right there. I've lowered the roof down just a touch right in here to make it kind of go with that sway of everything. And then on the back side, I have added in 2 little tiny ones so that it's not just a flat face back here as well. And this one's getting a little weird because unfortunately right in here is we're kind of running into an issue where it's an even middle. So these unfortunately are coming down here and smacking together right into there. So we're going to have something filling in that point, but I think it's okay. I think we'll be able to manage. That being said, I've got the things in here for where the roof's going to be going for the most part. I just need to fill in a lot of it, and I'm just using some slabs up here to help even it all out and kind of make it smooth out and everything, and a little bit more mob proof. This is probably going to be the most mob proof structure we have out of all of these because those are not mob proof at all. But I wanted to bring y'all in kind of slowly for the building process of this one, each stage that I'm going through, more so than just like, here's a fantastic build, or here's a time-lapse of it, because a lot of people in the last episode said they want to see more slow stuff. And the time-lapses were going to be a little bit of, oh wow, I was very on the edge there, very much being like time-lapse, 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 time-lapse. But let me know. I know I'm asking for a lot of things for y'all to let me know in today's episode, but I'm really curious on this one. Do y'all like the time lapses, or do you want to see more of like kind of slowing down in the slow building process of structures? I'm thinking at the end of today's episode, we will time lapse that boat out if we have the time for it. But let me know in the comments below what y'all think about doing some slower episodes versus some faster episodes. Do not ask a Minecraft builder why he places bushes. He places bushes because he must. The house is on its way to being finished now, my friends. We've got a lot of these lovely bushes added around the entire place. The whole roof is on top, and it's looking fantastic. We got that granite, and we got a little bit of brick mixed in here. Added a super small little tiny chimney. I kind of wish I extended it up another block, but we're going to leave it for now and just kind of let it sit. We'll let it stew in the back of our mind while we go work on a few other things and then come back and see if we want to change it. If you're ever struggling with a build, one of the biggest things I can recommend is just walk away and work on something else, and I guarantee while you're working on that other thing, you're gonna be like, oh my god, you know what I could do back on build A? This would be perfect. And yeah, then you'll have all of the ideas ever. You'll be the perfect, most amazing builder in all of Minecraft. Oh no, our dock is on fire. What are we ever gonna do? It's all failing. It's being destroyed. Oh wait, with the power of a shovel, we can figure it out. Oh my gosh, look at how magical the shovel is. Putting fires out. Oh, it's the best shovel ever. And this whole building is now done. I moved the shulker boxes inside. I parked 2 carts out here. I added in a small little overhang section right here with some barrels and crates under it, some hay bales, added in some more note block crates down in this area, just making it look like things actually exist in this location. I think what I want to tackle, honestly, what I wanted to tackle was that guy right there, but this is such a big open point that I feel like I need to put like a market stall. Like a little market stall right in here will be pretty perfect. And then what was this building supposed to be? The accountant. So this is supposed to, I feel like what I'm going for here, folks, I'll give you all just the, come on now. I'll give you all the honest thing of what I'm working towards inside this video, which I think is a good way to talk about these things, is I'm working on, as we have no rockets out here, I'm working on the view. The view of this cliff stretching across these buildings, and I want to feel like buildings go consistently across the entire way, with this being our farthest to that side building. I want to get a big tower on that harbor master place so it has a little bit more height to it than what we have in this location right now, but I wanted to really work on bringing everything across. So I think what I'm gonna do now before we get to that boat time lapse is, since we just built up one building, we've done a lot of stuff today, I'm just gonna get this accountant building in place. The lovely little accountant's house behind me is now all done, my friends. And well, I've been a little busy here. We've got the boat done as well. But checking out these little things right here, we're gonna give a little bit of a teaser. We'll check them out now. But my friends, it is time to kick this off into good old-fashioned time-lapse mode to build up this here boat that I'm staring at right now. And there we have it, my friends. Isn't this thing looking quite amazing over here? We've got inside of the mast itself, because I know a lot of people love to know what I'm doing up here. That is stripped acacia log as well as smooth quartz. I think it's great. Over there you can see we use smooth sandstone and stripped oak log, and it worked out pretty well for itself, but we got a little staircase to get yourself up onto the boat. I will say that I completely free-handed this boat design, and that is not something I am very typically comfortable with at all. If anybody knows my channel, I am not a comfortable boat builder inside of Minecraft, but this one came together really, really well. I'm super happy with the result for this. But up here, I've added in just a few crates and lanterns and chests and things to help mob-proof it out. And then back in here, I did come and do the captain's quarters. So we've got a nice little area in here. We've got a bed. We've got some of our red stuff. We've got a cartographer's table. All that good stuff coming all the way up to the tippity top where we've got this point. This is the point where I'd say I don't like. I like everything else about this boat except this top area here. So if you have any ideas on how we could have fixed this thing up a little bit better, please let me know that down in the comments below. That would be absolutely awesome. But coming on down here, we've got this lovely little staircase to get ourselves down into the hole, which is in this area. And then underneath, I did leave this area blank. And I was just replacing a few things down here. And is there any other torches on the ground? There are. We can throw these down. Now, one really cool element about this boat that I absolutely love right now is I use diorite as the base for the whole of the boat. I know it's a little hard to see with the shaders and everything like this, but if we come in close, you can see I used light gray wool as well to make it look a little bit more damp and wet. I wanted to look like they painted over a bunch of wood down here. It's almost easier to see from up here. But I want to make it look like they painted over the wood and made it like this white color so you know which part of the boat is probably supposed to be in the water. We've got a big old rudder down there as well. And it's looking pretty freaking fantastic. I'm so happy with that design. Coming over here, however, we'll quickly take a look at those things I was mentioning earlier. We've got a little bit of a food stall right here using some smooth red sandstone and smooth quartz as well. And that's kind of where I got the idea for doing the mast. Then in here, we've got the account endpoint we've got some gold, a little bit of a gold thing. We've got this big old window right up here on the front, and then you can go on the inside. Nothing quite done inside of here yet. But then we can come out to the back of this one right here. We've got all these lovely little lecterns and things. I know it looks a little weird on this side with this stuff, but I figure it looks great from the other side. And my plan was for the interiors, we'd have like the general meeting area. Everything up here would be totally fine. And then the accountant's office and like bookkeeping area, we'd be down in this spot. I thought that'd be kind of a cool way to go. Then over here, I've got a little bit of a carrot field as well for us. Just something to fill in this point. Because my friends, I think it's time that we need to start finishing this village. We've got 6 buildings left to tackle inside of this area, so let me know what stuff you would like to be seeing next as far as this build. We've got the town hall building over there. We've got the monsters hunters guild over there. We've got, what else do we got right here? We've got a tailor shop right here. We've got a blank sign right there. We've got the apothecary, another water mill, and that will be, this one is the potter. Okay, that's it. We've got 6 buildings left to do. Those all need to be finished up, my friends, because 116 pre-releases are coming out, and typically what I believe with those things is it means you've got only a few weeks to go until it is time to upgrade to 1.16, where we will be starting season 3 of Building with Whip. Oh, we have 7 buildings. Harbor Master. That being said, though, everybody, I've got one last thing I want to tackle in today's episode because we are making this area look a little bit more polished off, and that first and foremost involves cleaning up all this stuff. And then our boat right now very much looks like it would fall against all of this. And I wanted to show y'all a little bit of the shaders view, or shaderless view of the underside of our boat. I think the light gray wool in there worked out really well. And these drowned the entire freaking time I've been building this place have been bothering me. I almost died so many times to trident wielding drowned turrets down there. But anyways, I'm gonna clear this wall back here a little bit further. I think we probably want to shave this back another block or two. And then maybe we'll just have this little bit of wooden area coming down a little bit further, and then we can go from there. But my friends, I'm gonna work on detailing out this little section we have on here to make it look like the tide pools, and we've got this little section back here, making it look more like what we got going over there, and then we will be done. Just gotta add a few more little bits of grass around here, and we are all done. My friends, it's taking me a lot longer to get this thing done than I care to admit right now, because it's complicated. There's so many different blocks in these areas that it just gets overwhelming very quick to be able to manage all this stuff. But I really like the look of it so far. I think I was able to get a good job with this one. This kind of over here, this one I'm not too happy with. I got gravel on me? Maybe we can throw a gravel in right here? I'm just trying to make it look so, it just felt like a very harsh square. Like this felt very much like a box, and then it was extending over there, and it wasn't so much on that side, but that's everything done and dusted for this little section right here. The whole front is in, the whole build is done, and we've got the entire waterfront now. As far as the ocean facing area, is completed for our village, which is absolutely insane. And I know I teased a moment ago starting season 3 of Building with Whip, and before everybody goes, oh my god, no, you're stopping all of the projects inside of this world, a brief word on how I like to run seasons inside of this world. I'm not going to be leaving very far away. It's more of a resetting of goals. It's a moving of a focus to new goals, and until we complete those goals, we gotta work on those new projects, and then we work our way back over to what we're doing here. So my friends, that's going to be like focusing on some nether stuff, working on those new things, getting that whole area looking mighty fine, and Superman flying away here. Still love that every single time. I have done a lot of work inside of this village here today, my friends, but let me know what y'all want to be seeing when we get that new stuff going as far as 116 is rolling. Do you want to see building in the nether, or do you want to see building bringing the blocks from the nether to the overworld? That's what I'm kind of torn on right now. I would love your feedback on that in the comments below. But my friends, please be sure to click that like button down below if y'all wouldn't mind. Click that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video and you're brand new. And my friends, I will catch you on the flip side.